Was there anything you worked on specifically during the bye week for yourself?
Just being present, just being centered and, kind of just taking the time to rejuvenate, relax, not really think too much or worry about football and work from that standpoint and just kind of get back to normalcy and, just kind of take a little bit of time off to reconcentrate.
I feel like a lot of people have been talking about having a bye week is not ideal, but is there positives you can take away from a late bye week like this?
There's few, yes. It was nice, obviously, to have regardless of whenever the bye week is. It's always nice. Obviously, we probably prefer a little bit earlier in the season. This year, we probably could have used it earlier, but going through the 13 weeks or whatever, and then getting it now, kind of having that time and just be able to refocus and knowing that we only have 26 days left. Kind of stay locked in and focus and do what we can do for the most part and see what happens on day 27.
Have you been watching football and are you paying any attention to the scenarios at this point?
I'm paying attention to Brock Purdy. I'm paying attention a lot to that guy. Shout out to Brock, representing Iowa State very well. Super proud of him, especially just his journey and everything. Just being the guy at Iowa State and, not really getting he got a lot of good recognition and a praise at Iowa State, I feel like, but I don't think he really, no one really took into account for what he was really making happen there. And to see him be able to have success these past 2 weeks, be able to come in and the offense and that team just look and support him so well is just, for an Iowa State guy in front of his, just it's a very proud moment for him and his success and everything. For him to be the first quarterback ever to beat Brady in their first start is pretty cool. So shout out to Brock.
Good friends with him?
Yeah.
So none of that surprised you what he was able to do?
No, I think, even that's followed his career, even going back to high school, I don't think they'd be surprised with the success that he's had.
How much different is the idea of the looseness? You've been talking about it, looseness, kind of a little less pressure than what you have had the last 2 years, coming in out of bye, going for number one seed. Now you're kind of just going in and see what happens type of idea.
Yeah, I think there's probably more pressure, I would say, because years past we knew that we were going to make the playoffs at least, worst case scenario. Now we have to win these next 4 and then let the rest do itself for us to be able to make it in there. So a little bit of a different scenario, but at the end of the day, we just got to come in and do our work.
How would you describe? Sorry, do y'all talk about that as a team, or is it just kind of understood? This is the
It's talked about at the beginning of the year. No matter what happens on Sundays, on Mondays we got to bounce back and flush it out and come in to work every single week. So regardless of what the results are or what our record is, we have a job to go out there and do our best, and that's what we got to focus on.
How anxious are you to see kind of Romeo getting in the mix now? Christian, and I'm not mistaken, I think it might be the first time top 5 are going to be dressed.
Yeah, it'd be great to have everyone healthy and everything back out there again and everything. Obviously, coming off the win 2 weeks ago, hopefully we can get the streak going and keep this thing going.
Does it feel like, other than Dave's situation at left tackle, does it feel like as a whole just the team is getting healthier here to maybe make a run?
Yeah, it definitely feel like a new energy, back in the locker room today, just for the rest of the week and everything, just being able to knowing what we have ahead of us, and it's very well within our reach.